that his brother worked at. He was like a janitor or something like that.
And he was there to change the world.
And they're like, "Hey, we're recording the Star Wars album. Do you want to hop on just for a quick second? We just need some backing vocals." And he sang, and that was the start of Mr. Bon Jovi. I don't remember. It was like Droid of Our Stars or something like that. I don't remember the exact title.
Did you know one thing? Welcome back to the Backseat Critics. My name's RJ.
My name's Andrew, and this is a podcast where we review movies that you should probably steer clear of. And this week we're going for the 3-hour 3-hour epic,
The Spectacle,
from the man himself, Captain EO.
Michael Jackson.
Not Neo. Not
Mr. Chickamauga.
B.O.
Mr. Billie Jean.
It is E like Eeyore and O
Mr. Thriller.
like orange.
Mr. Bad.
It is Elephant Orange. EO, Captain EO. Released in, I don't even remember. I didn't look up any of the facts on this.
I didn't either. It's okay because it was a Disneyland attraction.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really necessarily a movie, but it was a Disneyland attraction that was a short film that you could watch inside of Disneyland's pearly gates.
Yeah. Do you want to give some backstory as to like what exactly this is?
What exactly this movie is that it is a 3D spectacular. I never wrote it myself. I never saw it myself. I saw the Honey, I Shrunk the Audience movie.
Okay.
So I saw that movie, and I knew inside of Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, and also in other features that they have according to these attractions inside Disneyland, like it's tough to be a bug, as you mentioned as we watched this as well in California Adventures.
Yeah, the Bug's Life one. Yeah.
They usually do some sort of, they call it 4D.
Yeah, with the like smell and sound visuals, and
you get poked and you get sprayed and you get all sorts of things. So I could see that there might be some poking and some spraying and that sort of thing in this one too.
I would hate to get sprayed in this, to be honest.
I could see it in a couple of spots, I guess. I don't know.
Stranger danger.
I could actually see a couple of spots where they shoot out confetti cannons.
I could see that.
So, I mean, that's a very possibility too. But this movie was more of an attraction inside of Disneyland. But you know what? As the Backseat Critics, we like to hit on these things sometimes.
Yeah.
We like to hit on these attractions. We like to talk about Disney. We like to talk occasionally on this podcast
About Disney
and other things. But we're going to talk about Michael Jackson.
Okay. Let's talk about Michael Jackson.
Yeah. I like him. I liked his music. That's where I'm going to stand by. I liked his music. I think he was a musician. That was great.
I've got very little to no opinion on that.
You didn't like his music?
I never listened to it a whole lot. Like outside of like some smattering like on the radio and stuff. Are you going to throw on some?
No, not at all. You're okay.
Yeah, no, I never listened to him that much.
I enjoyed the fact that he took music and music videos to another level. Like you usually get those music videos, they come on, they do the jams, they maybe have like a quick 10-15 second intro. No, he brought you into his movies. He sucked you into Thriller with the zombies. And then he turned out to be an evil person in the end.
Or was it the monkeys that did it first?
He had one with Magic Johnson and Eddie Murphy. He had a music video.
Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. He was the king in that one. And Magic Johnson was in it. You know how he sold you know what? Funny story real quick about Michael Jackson here. We got time, right? Why not? We got some time. Michael Jackson, how he sold Magic Johnson to be inside of his music video.
That's my Michael Jackson.
He invited Mr. Magic to his house. And he goes, Magic, what would you like? And Magic thought in his head, I got to have something eloquent. I'm eating with Michael Jackson. So Magic rattles off something, and then Michael Jackson looks over at him and goes, can I get a bucket of fried chicken from KFC? That's what Michael Jackson said when they were ordering food. And Magic's like, wait, what? And he goes, yeah, I want some fried chicken. He goes, I want that too then. He ordered something like filet mignon or something nice.
Yeah.
But he did not do that. In the end, he got some fried chicken, which is great. We don't like a little fried chicken. That's okay. You don't need to answer that question.
I was gonna say me.
Yeah, I know, but it's okay. Fried chicken's fantastic.
Anyways, so this movie
/ attraction.
This visual attraction that used to be at Disneyland.
This visual stunner. Yeah, like the Stone Cold Stunner on you.
This was no Jaws 3D.
No Jaws 3D.
This had some ways that it could have grown to be better, like Jaws 3.
But it had 15 minutes.
Yeah, so this runtime for this movie is like, what, 15, 20 minutes?
15, 16-ish minutes. It didn't even hit 20. There's no way it hits 20. It's 15, 17 minutes.
It is fast. It is in and out. There's barely enough time to throw together a cobbled
on a hot
story that makes sense.
Sunny day in Disneyland gives you the time to sit down, cool off
for 20 minutes.
Enjoy some Michael Jackson tunes.
20 minutes.
Enjoy the abuse. You get to witness the abuse of Hooter. This movie,
man,
my man's Hooter. Man, he's the real hero of this movie.
Yeah, we'll get
real
to
hero.
that. We'll get to that. We're talking characters in a little bit.
Oh, but this was a stunner. This is time. If you think about Disneyland, can get hot.
Set the stage. Set the stage for the audience.
It's hot.
It's hot.
You're in Tomorrowland. Dole Whips are too far. You're going to melt if you try to go get a Dole Whip, and you're in Tomorrowland. You're like, man, I just really need to cool off for a second.
We are going to die.
We are going to die if we don't cool off. So you walk down this long tunnel kind of near the Space Mountain. And you walk into this area and you're like, oh, wait. I see this. I see this movie theater. What is this?
Bing, bing, bing.
And you're like, this must be an attraction. So you go up and you see these little posters up there and you go, Michael Jackson at Disneyland. What?
Might you say,
what? Yup. And you're like, there's no Alex from the Jungle Book around. I'm safe here. So you walk through these pearly gates of this movie theater in Disneyland,
pops out,
and you punch him right in the head, and you sit back down, and you watch this movie, and you get to kick your feet up for a second. Actually, you can't kick your feet up because it's probably packed in that little movie theater. So you gotta relax. You get a little bit of cool air.
Yeah.
You get a little poke.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a little spray
for sure,
and you get a little confetti cannon at you, and you relax and you come out and go, wow,
it's like a day in kindergarten.
My feet are still hurting and my back still hurts, but I'm ready for the next attraction. Let's go. And that is why you watched this in Disneyland.
So was this even like a prelude to something else, or
Nope.
was this just
This was just a Disneyland thing. I know that in Disneyland, Michael actually was the one to introduce Star Tours.
I kind of got that vibe with the set piece that they were in.
Yeah, he introduced Star Tours into Disneyland as well. So that little 3D roller coaster of Star Wars that you can ride.
I never rode it.
Yeah, you personally, it's not good if you can get motion sick. If you are a motion sickness person, please do not ride that ride.
Do not.
I have horror stories of that. So
do not go on any rides at Disneyland.
What? Why not?
Unless you're a Bon Jovi.
Well, are you serious that you're going to get sick on the Jungle Boat?
Yes.
Do you get sick on Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yes.
Do you get sick on the Haunted Mansion?
Yes.
Do you get sick on Mr. Toad?
Yes.
I'm calling shenanigans here now. It's just like driving in a car.
Nope.
Yep.
I get car sick.
Well, I guess in Mr. Toad, you do go to hell.
That is scary.
Fun fact about that one, there's a Alice in Wonderland goes on top of it.
Oh, the Alice in Wonderland ride?
Yeah, it was on top of Mr. Toad.
Wow.
Fun fact, man. Sometimes you can actually hear it's a teacup scene.
I've actually never been on either one. I've only been on the Peter Pan one, and it wasn't even a ride at the time. It was just like a walkthrough. You walked through like 3 or 4 rooms, and then you were done.
Well, you missed out. Mr. Toad next time. Boom.
It's one of their most popular attractions or something like that.
Sadly, too, they're talking about taking that away.
Are you serious?
There's been talks about that for quite some time.
Why?
About
Are they replacing it with
I
some
don't
other
know.
property?
I don't know.
Is it going to be like Hawkeye's Wild Ride?
Well, it's right in the middle of Fantasyland. I don't know what they're thinking. That is I feel like
that's a staple.
I feel like you can't touch the Fantasyland rides.
No.
Leave them as is.
Is that like Thunder Mountain, Matterhorn, stuff like that?
Those aren't necessarily staples. I guess you can update them and change the theme of those. But these rides in Fantasyland where they're just like little stories that you ride through, don't change those. Don't change those. Those are Walt worked on that. You know?
That's crazy.
Maybe update it, sure, give it some new effects. That's cool. But don't change. Don't take that ride out. Mr. Toad is a fantastic movie. Mr. Winky, I can't trust that sucker.
That was a 2-piece with Mr.
Ichabod.
Toad and the Ichabod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Don't change it. Don't take it out.
Solid recommendation.
10 on 10. Watch it.
Yep. Mr. Toad is a jerk.
He is. He's a drunken jerk on driving.
He is a horrible monster.
And a horrible driver. If he's on the road, stay off.
He's a horrible frog.
Yeah, but a toad. He'll give you a wart.
Sorry. Yeah, no, he is a toad.
He'll give you a wart.
He'll give me a wart.
Yeah.
Also, last I checked, toads don't have houses.
No, he has a mansion. He has a manor.
So that's a really big house.
Yes.
So toads don't have houses.
But he's got a car and a manor.
He does. All right, we should talk about this movie, though.
Yeah, fantastic movie.
Favorite character?
Hooter.
Yeah.
Hooter is obviously the number one character here. Michael hates him so much, but my guy tries throughout the whole movie.
Michael hates him. So this is my top pick as well. Like, I'm not even going to dance around it.
Hooter is the real hero.
He's just
movie.
like,
he tries so hard.
He's just like Bing Bong / Max Rebo kind of looking elephant character, with kind of bluish skin that everyone just blames everything for.
Hooter,
I can't believe you ate part of the ship.
Hooter, you ran into the keys. Hooter, what's up with your disguise? Hooter,
why does your trunk look weird?
Hooter. Yeah, poor Hooter. I loved Hooter, though.
Yeah, Hooter's fantastic.
If there was a t-shirt of Hooter, I'd probably buy it. Why would you not buy it? It's just save Hooter.
Free AJ. Save Hooter.
Free AJ. Hooter. No.
Quick kind of like what moment for me was they build up this kind of like sci-fi action adventure thing off the bat.
Yeah, great build.
It's
great build for an attraction. Sets you in.
Yeah. Really sets you in. Michael Jackson rides up in the elevator and he's like, and so we go
he shoots
to
up.
war.
He gives you his ragtag crew.
It is the weirdest. Like, I know that's Michael Jackson's voice. I forgot for like a hot second that was Michael Jackson's voice.
Yeah, it kind of discombobulated you for the next just like 5 minutes.
I lost it.
No, it's Michael. I knew what we were getting into.
I did too. I mean, I should have known better.
You should have known better.
I should have known better.
Saw Michael coming, you're like, mm-hmm.
I will do better next time.
You're like, yep, Billie Jean. She's not your lover.
Do you know who's not my son?
She's just a girl.
Lando Calrissian.
Oh, wow. Billy D. Williams, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's not my son. Do you know who else isn't my son? You. Yeah.
That's because I'm bad.
Do you know who is my son?
I'm bad. I'm really, really bad.
Cartier's son. Cartier Bob.
Cartier Bob, I am.
Also known as Cartier's son.
Because he's Thriller. He's thrilling.
He's thrilling.
He's Thriller. Thriller night. Yeah. No? Okay. It's fine. We're just gonna drop Michael Jackson references right now.
I listed the one I knew.
Yeah. I just dropped 2. You got another one? You got another person? We can name another song for that person.
I love Diddling Kids.
Oh my goodness. Poor Michael.
Allegedly. Mark Ruffalo? Not my son.
The way you make me feel, the way you make me feel. Really? Okay, yep, that's a good song too.
Val Kilmer?
I'm gonna rock with you all night. I think I could be Michael Jackson's replacement at this point.
Yeah, I mean, this is gold. Army Hammer?
Beat it. Show me what you feeling. Show me how funky. Show me just right.
Gal Gadot?
No. Pretty good at this.
Chevy Chase?
Smooth criminal. Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
100%. The Rock?
If you smell what the Rock is cooking. Then that's his theme song. That's all I can bring.
John Cena?
John Cena. You know, I'm kind of running out of Michael Jackson songs off the top of my head. Ebony and Ivory. That's not Michael Jackson. Anyways, this movie is a spectacular sci-fi. You have Michael Jackson and his ragtag crew as they float through space and run into havoc. They're run down on this planet trying to deliver a treasure to a queen who is a dictator of sorts.
Yeah.
You know, she's got
very Borg kind of vibe.
Very Borgish. As Michael Jackson brings her the joy of music, frees them of this Borgy spell.
Yeah, so he frees people. They get those fashionable clothes with shoulder pads.
Dances with them. You can see this is where the confetti would pop out.
Was it Flock of Seagulls haircut?
Yeah, Waka Flocka flames.
That doesn't seem like freedom.
Yeah, because Waka Flockas.
Waka Flockas.
Flocka in there.
He just walks up and he's like, Waka Flocka.
Yep. And at the end of this, basically they walk away, happy-go-lucky. Hooter, my man, gets on the keys. One guy like rolls out and turns into a complete sound system of sorts.
Yeah, the robot or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
Complete sound system.
Transformers, pre-Transformers.
Which is fantastic. And basically after that, that's basically the gist of the movie. Is it great like Michael Jackson did back in the day. He made his songs into a spectacular, at least a 15, 20-minute music video.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I guess we'll keep this short.
That short? Wow.
I mean, I don't know what else to say here.
Well, let's see. Well, I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the big attraction in this is Michael Jackson. How many people do you think actually went through that attraction back in the day? Would you have stopped your time in Disneyland? You paid, when this was going through, $100 at least. Go through the gates for one day. You paid $100. I think it was out of there by then, but $100. Would you have stopped?
I would say
for 20 minutes, for 15 minutes, 20 minutes probably, because you had to sit down. They had to seat everybody.
I would say 50% of people.
You think 50% of people watched it? Wow.
40 conservatively.
Now, if you were to have the choice of Captain EO or, because this was a choice at a time, Captain EO or Honey, I Shrunk the Audience, which one would you rather watched?
So I actually never saw Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
Okay, but if you had, and you never saw this until now.
I think I would do Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
Okay, that's fair.
I love the idea of this, but Honey, I Shrunk the Audience? I don't know. That just seems like for a 40 movie where I'm going to get poked.
Future episode, possibly.
Yeah, like I think I would absolutely watch that over this.
Okay. Would you? Michael Jackson is just not doing it for you.
No,
doesn't bring you in, doesn't tie you in.
No, so my thought process is, I would rather be shrunk down and get poked and prodded by like a giant spider, or like shot at with some lasers, or like whatever. I see.
So if there was a laser,
I see more interaction opportunities and more kind of clever, creative pieces with the Honey I Shrunk the Kids than I do with this.
It's funny you say that because when the new Star Wars was coming out, they turned that movie theater inside of Disneyland into like a sneak preview kind of.
Okay.
Into the new one. They said it was kind of Rise of the Force or something like that. That's what they called it. Some sort of attraction like that. And they had the points where like when the lightsabers would cross maybe and they like flipped it to one side, it'd go across in the crowd like that, like lights would.
Okay.
Or when they shot a laser, it would blast the whole entire crowd with that color. So if it's a green laser shot, a green laser would shoot through the crowd kind of. So it's kind of cool that way. But it also showed little sneak previews before The Force Awakens came out. So you saw sneak scenes of it, which is kind of cool. But so if it was kind of like that, you would be more interested in this.
Potentially, yeah. That's just my one big draw is like I don't see that much in here outside of some like smoke effects, some confetti cannons. I don't really see that much interesting that would really draw me to this for a 4D experience.
If they added this and made it like a feature film outside of Disneyland, so you're not paying the $100 obviously to watch this. I wouldn't even say it's $100 if you broke down your time. You're probably at least paying $50. Not 50. If it was $100, you're probably paying $10. Maybe.
For this, yeah.
Yeah, $10 of your time. But if it was a full feature length film, say
hour and a half, hour 20.
Yeah. 80 minutes. Give it 80 minutes ish.
Hour 20.
Would you watch this? Would you be more interested if it was came out in the movie theater? If it was an older movie came out, would you watch this?
Yes. 100%.
The Michael Jackson would have drawn it to you with the cheesy puppetry and all that great stuff in it.
I think at that point it would have drawn me, yeah. Because you take away the 4D experience, which I just don't see a whole lot here that would have translated over to 4D. I see some stuff, but not enough.
Well, with us,
I just like I know we watched on TV and stuff like actually in the
because I mean I could see parts where they could have done some laser shots maybe.
Yeah, that's
like
what I'm saying.
In the spaceship, there could have been a laser shot that shot over the crowd.
That's what I'm saying. It's like there's like some things, but I
probably
just don't
blown
see
air
like
at
a
you a
wide
couple
gambit
times.
of like different things.
True.
Compared to like Honey I Shrunk the Kids. But yeah, take a Michael Jackson with puppets and space and make that a feature length like hour 20, hour 30-minute movie. 100% I'm game.
Do you think Disney missed their shot right here? Like
Yes.
as 100%, like they could have had a winner right here.
Absolutely.
Like
Yeah.
kick out Black Hole and put this in.
Yeah.
I think Black Hole came out a lot sooner, but
A Black Hole came out a whole lot sooner. That came out pre-Tron.
because this was 1979, I believe.
Yeah, no. Black Hole is like 1975, 6, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, they could have absolutely like they missed their chance
For a feature film.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was good enough for an attraction. Like I think for a one-off, if I went to Disneyland, so for me, I spend 5 days in Disneyland when I go.
Okay.
If I'm gonna take some time, yeah, I'd probably watch it. 100%, I'd probably watch it. I mean, I just watched, what was it, The Lion King story?
Okay.
Great performance, by the way. Whoever goes to Disneyland, if you have the chance to go see that, the actors, everybody loves doing it there. You could tell the performers actually love what they're doing.
That's awesome.
You can tell they enjoy it. They have a blast with it. They make it their own, which is awesome. But if it was that case, like if I'm going 5 days, I'm watching this. I'm stop. Would you if you had 5 days pass, would you stop and watch this?
5 days, yeah.
Okay, if I had a 3-day pass, or if you had a 3-day pass, would you watch it? I would.
Yeah. Keep in mind, I get motion sickness, so I'm skipping a lot of those rides.
True. But that doesn't mean you're not skipping out on maybe some character interactions.
Yeah.
Maybe some of the shows, different other shows.
No,
There's
I would
lots of
absolutely go.
shows.
So to back up a little bit, the reason I said 50% of people would go to see this when it came out.
Because of the motion sickness, you think?
No, so I'm actually saying because of the weather. It's an indoor, pretty easy activity to do. If it's cold, if it's rainy out, I would say about half the year.
Or if it's even if it's hot, it's cool. It cools you off. That's something you wanna watch.
Exactly. You're in a cold air. That's even a better point. So yeah, probably even higher. It's just like an escape for people. You get to chill out for 15, probably 20 minutes, given like walking in and waiting for everything to kind of load up and stuff. So Yeah, I would say probably over half of people that went to Disneyland went to this.
So I know that you haven't seen all these shows.
No.
Just out of curiosity, off the top of my head, so Disney has multiple of these types of shows throughout their experiences inside their parks.
The 4D kind of.
Yeah. So you have, I'm gonna list off a few. And I'm just kind of curious, which one would you rather see or go see?
Okay.
You have obviously we have Captain EO.
Yes.
We got Tough to Be a Bug, Bug's Life there.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, I Shrunk the Audience.
Okay.
We talked about that briefly there. Obviously, Honey, I Shrunk the Kid series, that sort of thing right there.
Absolutely.
We are also going to talk about here Philharmonic, which is just kind of Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, music type things.
Ooh.
And then the Muppets.
Like Fantasia?
A little bit. They kind of float around. Actually, they show a little bit of like music with inside the other. So there's like a Magic Carpet Ride.
Okay.
There's Be Our Guest, those sorts of things inside of there. Basically, the premise of that movie is Donald Duck chasing after he steals Mickey's hat.
Okay.
His sorcerer hat.
Gotcha.
So he's chasing after that. Which is kind of cool. It's kind of a fun movie.
So you're asking which of those attractions would I go to?
Yeah, if you had your choice, all laid out in front of you, which one would you have chosen?
So I've gone to two of the ones that you listed. I've gone to the Bug's Life and I've gone to the Muppets.
Yeah.
Bug's Life was fine. Top two for me would be Muppets and Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. I would say my top one, the one I would go to is the Muppets.
I would agree with you.
I absolutely loved it when I was there. It is completely bonkers and off the wall and an absolute joy to see. They take advantage of projectors and that 4D kind of aspect.
And they bring in Sweetums and the whole costume inside of there.
Yeah, like it's an awesome experience.
100%.
So I haven't done Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. I don't know. But 100% Muppets.
Yep.
100%.
No, Philharmonic has their Filler Magic has kind of taken that over.
Oh, has it?
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what's there. I mean, it's an enjoyable show. I go every single time. Now I watch it at least once. It gives me something to do in California Adventures. That's not necessarily a ride, you know. It's kind of fun to enjoy.
Okay.
It's kind of cool because when you're walking through, I think there's Donald and some of the Disney like classic movie posters and stuff too.
So to back up a little bit further, how much of attendees to Disneyland would you say went to Captain EO when this first came out? Let's say during like the first year.
I guarantee you it was a packed theater every time.
Every time?
I think every time it came out, it was a packed theater.
Okay. So like percentage wise, kind of like what I did, kind of what would you?
Like how many years? How many years?
Just that first year.
First year, 100%.
100% of the people.
Well, not 100% of the people that are walking through the gates, but I don't think there's any way to have 100% of the people walk through the gates, see that show.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people that can fit inside Disneyland. I mean, we're talking 300,000. There's probably people looping.
Yeah.
Especially if Michael's coming out with a new music video, there's probably people looping around. It's not showing on a loop. It's probably showing on a loop every 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Gives it time for people to leave the theater, people to come back in the theater. Give time
our slot for two, basically.
They probably have some sort of, maybe not a DVD back then, but because DVDs.
VHS?
Yeah, so they have to rewind the movie.
Betamax.
And somehow they're doing the 3D effect and everything on a VHS, but congratulations, you did it.
They did it. So it's, yeah.
So I would say that was packed. I wouldn't say that the crowd, I don't know how many people have actually saw it as your percentage, but you know that thing was packed.
100%. Yeah.
You put Michael Jackson on anything.
This is like Michael Jackson during the height of Michael Jackson.
Yes. If you put him on anything back then, you're going to get people.
You're going to get people.
I guarantee you people bought Disneyland tickets just to watch this. Like as soon as they found out, okay, this is coming out, yes, they're going to watch this.
And now people are waiting in line outside of Targets for Stanley Cups.
Stanley Cups? Like
you know, the insulated...
Like the trophy?
No. You know, like the insulated mugs?
Oh, okay.
Did you hear about this?
No.
Oh, a little off topic. Starbucks and Stanley did a collab for some insulated mug. It was like a limited time release, and people waited outside for hours
Just
for
to get this
opening
cup.
at like 4 a.m. for this cup.
That's
There's
stupid.
videos of it. There's a guy that like hopped the counter and stole a bunch. Yes.
For a cup?
For a cup. It was like some limited time special.
Would you steal a cup?
No.
Would you wait in line for a cup?
No.
Yeah, there we have it.
A cup's a cup. If I lose a cup, fine. I'll just get a new one. Like,
it's what kind of there's a sick world we live in with sick people stealing cups these days.
We've gone completely from
gone feral.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. We're going from waiting in line for Michael Jackson to
just stealing cups.
Stealing cups.
Wow. This is why we have critics.
And we are criticizing you people.
Yes. Oh my, stealing cups. I get it if it was like
signed by somebody famous.
Yeah, like, or maybe
okay, so there's a resale market on these.
Oh, I bet there is. I mean, there is on the popcorn buckets at Disneyland.
They sell for like $300-$400 for like a limited time release. It's absolutely bonkers.
If they came in like a box and they were signed by somebody.
Yeah.
And you didn't know which one you're going to get. And so you went in, and you know what? Target is evil. When everybody wants, they're not evil, actually. I applaud Target. You know why?
You just did a complete 180.
Yes, there. I did. I 100% jumped up. I spun around. I patted myself on my back. What?
Do one more 180. We'll do a 360.
Okay, no, we're not, because I'm not going to go back.
And then do one more 180. Okay. We'll do a 560.
They're evil, but
that's
good.
Not how math works. But I think it's like a 540.
Evil. There. So
it's a 540.
Target back in the day, they limit people, those resellers. If there's a hot item inside of their store, they'll say no, you can only buy one. And the system, even if you went through self-checkout and try to be sneaky snark, it says no, you can only buy one. And you have people watching those self-checkouts. So if you try to buy two, they go, sir, you cannot buy two. I know, because I tried.
So they do the same thing with the Stanley Cups. They're like, you can only buy two, because they're such a hot ticket item.
Which probably did, but there's still people stealing them.
Yep.
Especially here in Portland, Oregon.
Fun fact, Pez. Little backstory on Pez.
Coming back?
So it was originally it had nicotine in it originally. And it was sold in Germany as a way for people with a smoking problem to get out of smoking.
I don't know how we're getting from movies to Michael Jackson to Pez.
No.
Are you going to loop us back? I want to see this loop. I want to hear this loop.
You've seen Lord of the Rings. You've seen that walk back.
I'm listening for this walk. I'm going to sit back. I'm going to pop some popcorn. I'm going to try to see how you're going to link this movie, nicotine, Pez, all together. Are you seeing that people are popping Pez's to get their nicotine fix to watch this movie? Is that what's going to come up?
We're going to circle right on back.
We'll circle the wagons. Let's go.
All right. So back in, it was like the 60s or 70s.
Okay.
In Germany.
Okay.
Germany or Belgium. Pez was sold with nicotine in it as a way to help people break their smoking habit, because in Europe during that time, there's a lot bigger push to quit smoking a lot earlier than there was here in the States. When Pez became big enough and came over here to the States, the nicotine angle wasn't really popular because we hadn't started the quit smoking, campaign yet.
Okay.
So they did more of like a candy approach, which is like what we have now. And then like little molds and stuff that you could, little heads that they have now. Like you could have a Mickey Mouse head, you could have a Donald Duck head, you could have a Goofy, you could have Darth Vader, like whatever. Like
Michael Jackson.
You have Michael Jackson, yeah. So there were like limited prototypes that were made in the factory back in Germany or wherever. And so some of them wouldn't make it out to the public. They would just stay in prototype stage. They weren't good enough. But there were resellers for these that would go over there to people that worked in the factory that had access to the prototypes, You buy the prototypes for them for cheap, go back to the States and resell them. Do you see where I'm going?
I'm not seeing how we're going to link this back to the movie yet, but I'm listening.
Just you wait.
Okay, I'm sitting back. So far, you've got me lost. And while we're talking about Pez's and resale markets all of a sudden for cups with sick worlds and sick peoples and Pez's.
So there was a father-son duo that would go. They had the contact over there. They'd get their little Pez, come back here in the States and like sell them for like hundreds, if not a couple $1,000s each, and make up the plane trip, plane ticket over there and all that jazz. At one point, apparently, they got into a car chase with another, basically, scalper.
Okay, interesting.
But this guy and his son bought like a whole slew of Pez's, Slezzes, off the guy that worked in the factory. They went over to the States. They went to resell them. Did not sell. They looked on the Pez website. Pez had figured out what this guy was doing and released a full run of all the Pez's that he had managed to get the prototype copies of to completely drown him out of his own market.
Ooh.
He lost approximately, I think it was like $10,000 or $12,000 from buying the prototypes, the trip over there and all that. Just because Pez decided to release.
How are we linking this to Michael now?
Because Michael was a Pez.
Oh my gosh. Who wore a fez?
He was a spez.
In the slez.
Folks, I don't know what a slez is. I'm afraid to look it up.
Dr. Seuss over here.
Yeah. Anyways, final thoughts.
Oh, we're hitting that now. As I said in Disneyland, I probably would have watched it. I'd go and see the attraction myself, even though I spent $1 gazillion to walk through the gates, the pearly gates of Disneyland. And I would watch it. It's not bad. It's interesting. I think as we hit on before, Disneyland missed their shot at probably a great opportunity for a great movie, especially when you have a lead actor right behind it named Michael Jackson. No, actually, I wouldn't say great actor. Just a great musician, a great celebrity, a great piece that you could have easily pumped it through. And it's probably in his prime or right before his prime.
Absolutely at his prime, yeah.
Probably right before it, because I don't think Thriller came out yet. Thriller is probably his prime.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah,
Thriller was the prime, I think. So right before it, but even then, you could have had Michael. I think they missed a great opportunity.
You mean Walking on Sunshine wasn't his prime?
No. Not no. It was Jackson 5 there. A B C, easy as 1 2 3. Yeah, none of that. But. I'd still watch it as entertaining for what it was, for just a quick 15-minute jaunt. Definitely safe for kids. I could see some of the bad guys be a little scary though. There's nothing
scary,
but they could be scary. I think
they could be. If your kid is old enough to watch Wishbone, he's old enough to watch this.
Yeah, I think if you're 8-year-old, you're probably fine to leave alone. You probably want to
7.
You probably want to watch it with a 7-year-old, 5-year-old.
A 5-year-old for sure. I'd say 7. You're starting to approach safe.
Probably something around it depends on the kid.
We're talking a lot about the age here.
Yeah, that's okay. Some people want to know.
But yeah, I would say like 7, you're like approaching like a safe age to feel it out. 8, you're probably safe.
Listen, if they think Santa Claus is still real, they're too young to watch this movie by themselves.
Hold up.
Yes. Yes.
Hold up.
Your presents are delivered by Mr. Hanky, the Christmas poo.
They're not delivered by Santa Claus?
No, he really likes your
What do you
fiber,
mean?
Mr. Hanky, and he delivers your present underneath. I don't know.
So it's not Santa Claus.
No, it's not Santa Claus.
It's Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky. He loves you. He loves me and he loves you.
My final thought. If you got 20 minutes.
I got.
Oh.
We got to rank it. I got to give my ranking.
Oh, sorry. I'm rushing you.
We got on the topic about Santa Claus and Mr. Hanky and
Talking about Pez.
Krampus.
Hey, let's circle back to Pez.
Oh, no. Here we go again. Sir, we're not talking about sluzzes and pezzes. We are talking about Michael Jackson and Captain EO. But in the end, I'll give it a 7. It's enjoyable for me. I just like Michael in the space. And the weird cyborg lady. The attraction. The costumes. I enjoyed the costumes. How about that?
I'm going to give it 6.5, 7. Somewhere in there. I'll say 6.75.
I think just the costume, the scenery, the
costumes, the scenery
saves it.
The kind of fun vocal appearance kind of song.
We are here to change.
Like
the
that's
world.
fun. That's fun. It's fine. It's 20 minutes, which is why I'm giving it a little bit higher than I would.
Yeah. If it's a full feature, this has great potential.
I absolutely agree. But yeah, no, 6.5, 7. I think it's kind of where I'm going to sit. It's fun. It's harmless. It's 20 minutes, so definitely give it a shot. I'm right there with you as far as like kids.
Do you believe in Santa? If you believe in the Easter Bunny, you're too young to watch this by yourself.
I would stick with Santa Claus.
If you believe in the Tooth Fairy, you're too young to watch this by yourself.
100%.
You believe in the Sandman, you are not too young. I believe in the Sandman. Give me some of that sand.
Please give me some of that sand. If you believe in goodies, too young.
If you believe in La Befana, the witch of the holiday season, La Bufana, I forgot her name, but you're too young.
If you believe in Cartier Bob,
then you need to watch this movie. Speaking of Cartier Bob, did you know something, Andrew? You want to know something?
What's that?
If you donate $1 to $Hero Bob on Cash App, you know what happens?
What?
You get a free picture.
What?
Cartier Bob.
For just $1?
For just $1.
So wait. What you're telling me is if I donate $1 to $Hero Bob, all one word,
and send a picture to the Backseat Critics that you donated on Instagram,
then I get a free picture of Mr. Bob?
You get a picture of Mr. Bob.
Is it any particular kind of picture?
You know what? Donate $1 and find out.
Hey.
You know what else? You want to know something else about Mr. Cartier Bob?
He's a pretty cool guy.
If you give us a follow on Instagram, just a follow. You know what happens?
What happens?
You get a free picture.
What?
Of Mr. Cartier Bob again.
So what happens if I follow you and donate $1?
Well, the magic happens.
To $Hero Bob.
Captain EO sings, and all of a sudden, poof, you get 2 pictures.
I get 2 pictures?
You get 2 pictures.
And a performance by Michael Jackson?
Well, no, he just makes the magic happen of getting the 2 pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, you know.
That's
how the world works. Is Michael Jackson sings.
If I follow and donate $1 to $Hero Bob,
Michael Jackson sings,
I get 2.
Works the 2 pictures, and then poof, they pop up in the chat for you.
I get 2 free pictures of Mr. Bob.
2 free pictures.
Wow.
And you know what? Just the $1 doesn't stop you. If you donate another $1, you get another free picture of $Hero Bob.
Just to clarify, is this an additional 2 pictures to the one that you get by sending $1 plus the one of following? And then if you do both, do you get 2 more? Or is it just the 2 total?
Well, Miss Jackal, that's a great question today. But in total, it's just 2 total. You're too far away. I had to push you closer. These don't pick up from back here. They pick up from right here. I will. I touch it with my lips all the time. Ask Andrew. He knows.
Yeah, lick mine.
See? Okay. But no, it's 2 total. But just stopping at $1 does not stop you. Each $1 you donate to us gets you another free picture of $Hero.
Wow. So if I donate $35 in $1 increments,
we will give you $35 from Mr. Bob.
Wow.
Wow, it's magic. Michael Jackson will sing.
That's
He'll
amazing.
make those pictures for us. As most miracles work in the world, as Michael Jackson sings, and poof, miracle. That's why there's not a lot of miracles these days.
I wish I
But
could do
he
Michael
sings.
Jackson voice.
Hi, blanket. Anyways, he changes, and then poof, all of a sudden, bam, you get your pictures. Miracle, Michael Jackson sung, happened. Boom. Put that.
Do we have any like happy customers or anything that we could like?
I have one sitting right next to me, actually.
What?
Yeah, it is.
I just like.
Let me go
Like,
to
I'm really close to donating
the
that
streets.
$1.
1 second.
I want that picture of Mr. Bob.
Excuse me. Can you please tell us what you think of Mr. $Hero Bob pictures that we have sent to you in our services?
As a verified recipient of a picture of $Hero Bob, I am very satisfied. I can also speak to knowing at least 5 people who have also gotten the picture of $Hero Bob.
5 people?
Wow,
At least
5
5
people.
people. And they were all very pleased. It was almost like trading Pokemon cards. It was.
Please don't say Pokemon.
I was trying to avoid copyright.
We don't care.
We were all very ecstatic and asking, "Ooh, which one did you get of your $Hero Bob picture?"
So are you saying that if I donate $1, I will continue to get pictures of Mr. Bob every single time I donate $1?
100%.
I could collect all of the pictures of Mr. Bob.
Gotta catch them all.
I gotta catch all the Pokemon.
All pictures of Bob, $1. Holla, get your picture.
Get your picture of that bug/grass type Pokemon today.
We have a fire type Bob. We got a water type Bob. We got
a dragon type Bob.
a psychic holographic Cartier Bob.
Wow.
And then we also have a normal type. We say CB in where he's from, Cadillac Bob picture.
Is there a caviar Bob?
There's a caviar. There's a dictator Bob.
Oof.
We got Bobs.
Gotta collect them all.
Collect them.
Get yours today. Donate to $Hero Bob. Send us a picture. And with that, it has been another episode of the Backseat Critics. If you like this podcast, share it with some friends, share it with some loved ones, and stay tuned for our next episode next week.
We out.
I think that was good.